What the heck is going on? Well, I was booking a load, and well, actually, let me back up. So when I was leaving out of somewhere down there in Florida, down there in the bottom, brakes wouldn't release on the trailer, so I went and I clamped off the brake chamber and filled up the tank, and then I released the vice grips off of that hose, and it released the brakes, so I was good to go. And so I booked on up here. I am in TIFTON at the rest area here in TIFTON, Georgia, the northbound side. Spent that was about 2:30, I think I got here, and spent the afternoon looking for a load. It really bad. I mean, it's $1.50, $1.78 to $2.50, and the $2.50s go so fast that you can't snag them. And so went to bed last night, got up this morning, fired up the load board 6:30. Around 12 o'clock, figured I better fire up the truck, air up everything, and fire it up. And this time, the trick with the clamping the air hose to the chamber and filling up the airbags first in the tank would not cause it to do what it did the first two times I did it, which would make everything work like it's supposed to. And so I figured it was a proportionate valve, because if it's would work and the brakes wasn't leaking, it couldn't be a diaphragm on the brake. So, because if it was, when you push down the brakes, it would leak, and it would leak. Yeah, it would leak. So yeah, you push down on the brakes and it wasn't. So I figured it was a proportionate valve. What I'm kind of figuring is that since I did all the work on the ABS and everything, I must have loosened up a bunch of rust and dirt and filth and whatever, and it moved its way on over to the proportionate valve. And so I took it off and decided I'd clean it up. It was I'm starting this a little bit late, but it was really caked up in there. I mean, really caked up. And on this side too is just caked up. And so, as you can see, these valves are pretty caked up with junk. So, believe it or not, I guess I don't have any cleaning supplies with me. I usually have carburetor cleaner and stuff like that, but I don't on this trip. I guess I've been home for nearly 2 months over the summer and used up all my supplies and didn't replenish them. So all I'm left with is some Dawn dishwashing liquid. So I'm cleaning everything up with Dawn dishwashing liquid. I got a scrubbing pad here and scrubbing things up. I'll get all those clean as best I can. I'll take these valves out, and there's a valve, a spring in there. This is the inlet valve, by the way, where the air comes in, and it goes down here. And so this thing was pretty caked up, and so trying to, while I'm showing you, I'm knocking stuff over, trying to keep things where I won't have any problems figuring out where it goes. So I need to quit knocking things over. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and take out this valve here, there's a rubber diaphragm inside there, so I want to get that off, clean up in there, and I'll probably take these plugs out, all the plugs, and clean it up and put it all back together, and hopefully it will work. So anyway, so I didn't find a load by the time this happened, and I just decided what good is it going to do me to find a load when I can't even move the truck. So and it's Friday, and so I'm in TIFTON. I'm 500 miles from Clarksville, Tennessee, and I'm going to call a guy 3 o'clock, and hopefully I get this thing up and going by 3 o'clock, so I can check on a load up in Clarksville. Everything down here, I mean, I can't find anything down here. The most I'm seeing is 250, and like I said, those go so fast, it's like hotcakes. And I'm telling you what, them dudes go fast for 250 a mile. And so, wow. And anyway, and I tried to get a couple of them. I seen a load, wasn't even 250 a mile. It was coming out of Panama. It was a Monday pickup, and it was going 2 drops in Denver and a drop in Salt Lake City, and paying $5,500. I can't remember what the math was, but it wasn't all that much. But I tried to get, before I could even dial it, it was gone. So, and that's just the way it's been since I started looking down in Florida. That's the way it is down here, and well, that's the way it is everywhere, really. But it's extremely bad down here because there's more trucks down here than anywhere that I know of, unless you go out on up to New York and up in that area. They're pretty heavy up there too. So, but anywho, yeah. Many of you that have been in the trucking longer than I have. I've been in it 31 years. Guys have been in it 50 years and more, tell me this is probably the worst they've ever seen it. It's the worst I've ever seen it. Pretty bad. But yeah, even with the 2 months at home and working on things, here I am in the rest area. At least I'm not on the side road this time, getting her done. So hey, I'm gonna get this done. Hopefully I can get done by 3 o'clock and get see if that dude's got a load up there in Clarksville for me. If so, then we're good to go. If not, well, we'll have to pick up again on Monday. And you guys have a wonderful day wherever you are. Have lots of fun. God bless, and later.